It's my feel-good breakfast show.
A very good morning to you. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Thursday morning. We're live, large and in charge, and all kinds of excitement this morning. Now, I think we can all imagine this. When you start that DIY project that you've been wanting to do for a very long time, I think a lot of us are blocked by a lack of inspiration. You don't know how to do it yourself.
Can be a bit daunting.
Can you even do it, right? So enter Leroy Merlin. It's a place for inspiration, guidance, as well as helping us find the right solution for our project. They were established in France in 1960, and the hardware giant has now landed in South Africa, and we have Leroy Merlin CEO Cedric Senapin in studio to explain how they help, or how they're going to be helping us make our home the best place to live. Cedric, welcome to Expresso. Welcome to South Africa! Great to have you here with us.
Thanks a lot.
I've Cedric just inherited all of the family's tools because I'm the resident handyman throughout my entire... And all of them now have, instead of me having to go to each house and pick, I've got them all now.
Yeah,
so I am that guy. And I would imagine Leroy Merlin, it's going to be a very happy hunting ground for me. So can you explain to us exactly what it is? What's the concept behind this?
So first of all, as you can hear, and as you mentioned, we are a French company. We are the first retailer in DIY and home improvement in Europe, as well as in Russia and Brazil. And with more than 800 stores, we decided to land in South Africa. Opened our first store last year in Gauteng. The second one is almost ready now to open again in Gauteng. Sorry, guys, you will have to wait a bit to discover
we
us
go
in
up
Cape
fairly
Town.
often.
But,
We go up fairly often.
We are
Don't
known
worry,
as the
my
mother
friend.
city, so things take slightly longer to happen here. But you said now, I mean, starting off in Europe first, and now you've decided to come down to South Africa. The big question as to why South Africa?
In fact, we are present in already 13 countries. And when you look at the map of the world, there is not a lot of other opportunity in terms of country to develop such a huge investment in business. You need to tick some boxes to do that. And the first one is the geopolitical environment. And whatever you can read or hear about South Africa, this is a democracy. Things are working well here.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the first box.
Thank you.
The second one is the potential of the market and the middle class in South Africa, the people who are willing to develop their home, to improve their home, to build their home, is important. And the third one is the context. Is there already a supply chain that is working in the country? Is there already a bank system that we can trust? And in South Africa, retail is working well for decades now. So all those elements give us the trust for the next years to grow in South Africa very well.
There is the essence of a partnership because our home is it's an investment, yes, but it's where we want to bring up our kids when we take on these projects. My next project is putting up a shelf in my baby's room. So something, you know what I'm saying. I don't even know where to start. But there is a very stimulated market, and you guys are entering into that. Yes, you come with a huge amount of clout, but how do you differentiate yourself? What sets you apart from the competitors that you'll now be facing?
So usually when we touch this point, price comes often as the first element. But everyone now has a smartphone and can compare the price everywhere, when you want, where you want. So price is not anymore a question. We have to be the cheapest. And we are the cheapest on the market. And if by mistake we miss one price that our competitors change, the team on the floor will change it for you to be sure that we are always the cheapest on the market.
Wow.
We are not allowed to be more expensive. If not, you will not buy it.
So keep your smartphone with you when you install.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's quite
but more
a
than that,
declaration.
of course, the range. We are developing our own range. More or less 30% of our range is imported, developed with our engineer, with our designer to bring more color, more design, more technical stuff in the country. But more than that, it's the experience. It's the stuff that will help you to find the solution to your questions. Our workshop, where you can learn with us how to paint, how to drill, how to fix something, how to build your own shelf. That's what will make the difference on the long term.
That must inspire confidence in you, knowing that you can actually train from scratch and then go execute at home. That's a good thing.
No, I absolutely love it. And maybe discover the tool that you're missing in your kind of arsenal,
Even not buying it, but just using it when you need.
To learn.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
And I'm sure that in your research that you would have done in ascertaining that the market was ripe for Leroy Merlin to come to South Africa, you would have also noted that we are a community that is built on exactly that, community. Ubuntu. It's important that we see businesses that invest in the prosperity of our communities. And so how are you addressing that and teaming up with the right kind of people to advance not just business, but our communities as well?
In fact, we are not here just to open another hardware store or to open another DIY company.
Yeah.
We are here to change the rules on the market, to provide opportunity to people. Not just to steal market share to our competitors, but to increase the global market. And when you look at those guys that are often outside of the road with their carton, who are plumber on Monday, maybe painter on Tuesday,
the
and
informal sector, for
electrical
sure.
on Wednesday, the same guy. We try to give them the chance to have access to a better skills, better market, but as well as a passionate guy that wants to share his experience with others through our workshop to meet other people. It's all those interactions that we want to create to increase the global market and not just steal piece of what exists already.
So the workshop exists as a place of sharing of skills and empowering of people?
Of course, you have the digital social network and you have the reality that can happen on site with the workshop, as an example.
One connection can change a person's life forever, and we've experienced that on this show. I have a feeling that one connection for me with Leroy Merlin is going to change the way that I approach all of my DIY projects. But I think most importantly here, the overarching goal of exactly what you have said of investing and growing that entire market share as opposed to going to take your slice of it, that is something that's going to respond with a lot of South Africans. So thank you so much for preaching that message. And for coming to the weekend warriors like me to our aid. I cannot wait to get stuck in.
Yeah, I hope you feel very inspired, and thank you very much for joining us, Cedric.
Thank you very much.
We really appreciate you being here, and good luck
Thank you
with
so
the
much.
business going out there. And so whether you are like Graham and you are, a weekend warrior?
A weekend warrior.
Weekend warrior handyman, trying to find inspiration to build all kinds of things. You can find it all at Leroy Merlin. You can visit their website, online store, to find out more information at leroymerlin.co.za.